Hi, thank you so much for tuning in to P2P Relates, where we talk about all things relationships. I'm Pat Renfro, and today I want to come to you to talk about how to manage unexpected trials in relationships. We can't get through this world and this earth without trials and tribulations, and particularly when you're dealing with relationships, because inevitably you will find yourself in a situation. I come to you a couple of weeks ago and told you that my husband passed away. Within 10 days, my baby brother, went into the hospital with major health complications. He just wasn't feeling good, and his wife took him to the emergency room. This week, he passed away. And life is full of challenges that we must face at some point. And sometimes it seems unfathomable. That's one of my words. Sometimes it seems like you can't take it. You're not going to get through it. But you know what? Until it's your turn to pass on, until it's your turn to transition, you can get through it. You just have to decide that no matter what, you're not going to be knocked down. So today, I hope that my story might just help you think of areas in your life where insurmountable challenges, trials, or disappointments occur in your life. And you do have a choice of how you're going to respond. So today I want to talk to you about 4 things to do when you've been faced with an unexpected relationship trial. Like I said, we're all going to experience it at some point in our lives. The key is to make sure that you handle it in the best possible way. The first thing is pray. We all need wisdom, and none of us know it all. So when you're getting ready to go into a situation, especially if there's conflict, potential conflict, or there's a difference of opinion, you just don't even know how the person may respond or relate to what your position is. If you pray, it's similar to using the navigation system on your phone while you're driving in a car. Maybe you're going back home to be with your parents for the holidays or your family members, and it's been a while since you lived in that city. Now, you were from there, so you know that city. But if you've been gone for a couple of years, you may get your mental picture of how to get to that location mixed up with maybe something that's similar in the place you live now. So it'd be wise to use your nav system to get direction and guidance before you start the route, just in case you made a few mistakes along the way. But the nav system has been designed to navigate you through from point A to your destination. Likewise, when we pray, what we're saying is, I don't know everything, and I would definitely like to get guidance and direction. So that is the very most important step you can take when you're about to embark on addressing an issue. The next thing is to choose your words wisely. The worst thing you can do when you're upset or you're offended is to be reactionary. Oh, I really got hot about that and I gave them a piece of my mind. Well, I hope that piece of your mind really was managed well prior to unleashing that to them. Because sometimes we can just get so jacked up in our anger and our frustration that we don't think through how we're responding. We don't think about, if I do it like that, what might happen. So choose your words in such a way that if it doesn't work out, you really don't have any regrets because you thought it through and you had good reasons for why you did what you did. And as you choose your words wisely, you should speak those words with confidence and no apologies. Now, when I say that, I want to be clear. I'm not talking about going there with arrogance. Oh, I'm right. There's no other way to see this. I know what I'm talking about, and you better accept it. And if you don't, I don't care. That's pride. And that's full of strife, which will get you in a lot of trouble. But when you've decided that you're going to go forth, it's really important for you to make sure that you go forth with thoughtfulness. Go forth because you've thought about those words carefully. You're going with confidence, and you're not going to be apologetic. You got to say what you got to say. You believe what you believe. You've thought it through. So at least you're not blowing off at the mouth, but you're also going and saying what you need to say. So that's number 2. After you have said what you need to say, expect to listen and hope to be understood. You know, when we're speaking, we would hope that what we say is super clear, everybody gets it, and hopefully they even agree with it. But in reality, that's just not gonna always happen the way you'd like it to. It would be convenient, it would be preferable, it would be easier if when I have something to say, the people I take it to receive it, embrace it, and go, yes, Pat, I agree with you 1,000%. I would feel the same way. But they may or they may not. But what you want is to make sure you can listen to what they oppose, what they disagree with, their concerns, their fears, their challenges, what they're upset about. And you would hope that as you all do a dialogue and a fair exchange, that it will come a way where you've listened to them and you've listened well. And then you hope they understand you as well. We all speak because we want to be heard. We want to be understood. So that's really important, and we hope for that. And then finally, if all else fails and strife continues, back off. That's step 4. Back off. And you know, it takes to me courage and backbone to back off. Because you can say, well, no, that's wimping out. Oh, so they don't agree with you and they're upset and they're really letting you know that they didn't appreciate what you had to say. So you need to stand up for yourself. No, I don't. Truth shall prevail. In all things that we do, we should seek truth. And as we pursue truth, truth will be unveiled. You know what I've learned in my life? That even when it doesn't go the way we would like it to go, the way we thought it might go, if we pursue truth, it will prevail. Maybe not in our time. Maybe nowhere around the season you'd like it to come forth. But truth will come forth. It always does. And if you're just patient enough to back off and hope for a reunion of minds, hope for a place of peace to manifest, the truth will show up. And the most important thing you could do in the midst of the lack of truth is back off. Because if I've come to you and said my piece, and you've responded to me and let me know you don't agree, you don't see it that way, and maybe you're offended or frustrated or just downright angry with me because I had the position I had, we don't need to keep going. That's not going to help anybody. In fact, it's going to injure. So the best thing to do is back off, chill, and look for the truth and know that it shall come forth. I hope those 4 steps help you today. This week I put it out for Saturday. I think I got a pass, right? But we got to keep going. We always have to keep going. And somebody might say, no, you don't. You could sit back. And you're right, I could. But there's 24 hours in a day. And I'm not going to cry every single day, all day long. There's going to be some times I can reflect on joy, the wonderful memories that my husband and I built. Did we have nothing but good memories? Was it all wonderful and la la la? Absolutely not. There were some hard days in there, but we truly loved each other and we enjoyed it. Then my brother, my baby brother, oh man, we went through plenty of stuff, you hear me? But I loved that boy and he loved me, and we knew that. And we knew it before he passed away from this earth. And so I'm very grateful for that. And when I was listening to some music the other day on Spotify, and this really cool song came on, and I almost cried, but I couldn't cry because I was sitting there thinking, man, if I was with my brother right now, we'd join hands and we'd start dancing because he was cool. Oh, he was so cool. And he knew how to do that two-step like you wouldn't believe, like nobody. And I was thinking about that. So in our lives, we're going to have disappointments. We're going to have conflicts in relationships. We're going to be sad. But we can also reflect on what was good in that relationship. Why was I ever in that relationship? What is it about that relationship that I appreciate? And if we can find ourselves going back to those mindsets, it can help us get through anything. A couple of videos back, I talked about the power of support. And when you have good relationships in your life, and then you hit a stone and you go through some hard times, you can get through it because you've got that support. So I just want to encourage you to subscribe to my channel so that you can hear all those kind of conversations and talks. In the coming months, I look forward to starting a Facebook group where we can talk about all things relationships and just unpack different challenges that you may experience in developing yourself, gaining your confidence, or managing your friendships, or dating relationships, finding your mate, getting married, being in the marriage, and learning how to love your mate even though they get on your last nerve. And finally, we're not going to get in jobs where everybody we work with are wonderful. We're going to get in jobs where management sucks, or the leadership is poor, or this coworker's got issues, but I got to work on projects with them. How do we do it? All things relationships right here at P2P Relates. So if you tap the bell, it will let you know when I've done the upload. And then finally, do a like. If you haven't done it already, I always like those, and I'm always encouraging you to give me comments. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful holiday season. Enjoy your family, and I'll see you again next Friday.